everybody, welcome to collegecandy.com. It's Caitlin. If you're wondering if there's anything different about me, if you've noticed there's some red in my hair and it's a little bit lighter in the front, I did not dye my hair. I am actually using a product called Generation Klean Gray Disappear, which I had the fabulous opportunity to test out. It's a really neat product. It's basically mascara for your hair, and it was designed to disguise grays or your roots. So if you have gray hairs coming in, you can cover them up easily and temporarily until you can get your hair dyed, or if your roots are coming in, it's a good way to disguise those. They're also kind of great for giving yourself these fake highlights. So the people at Generation Klean sent over 3 different colors for me to try out. They sent me espresso, blaze, and gold, which is, you know, brown, red, and blonde. So I particularly fell in love with the blaze because it showed up really well in my hair. I've got these nice like red undertones. I did some on my ends, and I did a couple of pieces here and there. I did some of the blonde in the front, but it's really more, it just kind of like lightened up my brown color. But if you have blonde hair, I think it would definitely cover up roots, or, you know, if your hair is darkened, you can give yourself some nice highlights. They've got a little bit of a sparkle in them, so it adds a lot of dimension and some shimmer, which is kind of cool. It's just fun to really play around with it. And if you're trying to decide if you want to get highlights or not permanently, then this is a good way to kind of test it out and see if you're going to like it, because it washes right out. It washes out in one shampoo, and you don't have to worry about it. So it comes in these, like, you know, like a regular mascara tube, and it has a mascara wand. This is Blaze. This is the red. And it's not like red, it's more of like a brownish red, or it's not really coppery, but this piece came out really well. And I have it on my ends, so you can kind of see. The texture of these is a little off, I will say that. It's a little hard to like kind of tug my fingers through it after I've had it in, like it gets stuck. It's kind of like I've been at the beach and it's like that salty texture. So you do want to be careful with that. I think that, you know, it won't be as much of a problem if you're putting it on your roots, but if you're pulling it through your hair, I did notice it has a very strange texture. But I think that's something that's manageable. This is a temporary thing. I'm going to show you. Let me clip a piece up. I'm going to take this little piece right here. It's best to do this in really small chunks, or what I did on my ends is I tied them off with a little baby rubber band, just like I did when I did the ombre on my hair. I kind of just made like a little bit and I coated it with the red, so I gave myself these red ends. This is a little bit messy. I got it all over my hands the first time I tried it. I didn't realize it was going to be that difficult to pull through a whole strand of hair, because it's designed to just kind of go at the roots to disguise it. But if you're doing a highlight like I am, it's a little bit tricky to get used to it. So I like to hold it at the end, start from the top, and just brush down. So you can see I've got some of it here, and it's really subtle. Again, I have super dark hair. If you have lighter hair, this will show up a lot more. But I like to coat the front and then the back of the strand, or the piece that you've pulled out. You want to pull it all the way through the end, and it's gonna get on your hands, so you might want to wear gloves, but it does wash off right away, so you don't have to worry about staining anything. The good thing about these is you can kind of go over it as much as you want, and it'll add more color. You can add more coats. It makes your hair a little bit stiff and kind of like crunchy, like that texture I was telling you about. So you got some on my fingers. I'm going to let this dry while I go ahead and tell you a little bit more about the product. It has antioxidants in it, vitamin E. It's made with natural waxes. It's paraben-free, sulfate-free, propylene glycol free. So it's free of all these like crazy chemicals that you typically see in hair products. The ingredients in this product kind of goes to show what, you know, the message Generation Klean is sending out. You know, they want products that are safe for everybody and that kind of thing. So that's a really good thing. And they do have other products as well if you want to check them out at generationklean.com. But this product is, they say it can be used for temporary highlights, roots, touching up grays, covering up gray in a beard for guys. They have it in red, black, brown, and blonde. So this is kind of something that anyone of any hair color can use. They do have this in every hair color. I got, the red, brown, and the blonde, but they do have it in black as well. So there are a lot of options, and if you're a guy and you're graying, or you have gray in your beard, or even if you're a guy and want temporary highlights, you can use it too. So it's not just for girls. But it's $15.99 per tube, which I think is a pretty solid price. It's cheaper than most mascaras, and this is something you probably won't be using as much, so it will last you a long time. It's fun. It's it's a temporary product, and it washes out right away. I didn't have a problem getting it out of my hair. It didn't stain any of my clothes. I haven't had any issues with that. My only issue is really with the texture. So my highlights are dry. I'll go ahead and show you. So I've got this blonde and then this red color. And you just want to brush it out a little bit. The instructions don't say this, but I found it really easy to kind of get that texture smooth out a little bit if you just brushed it. And I had curled my hair, but you can, you can straighten it, you can curl it, and it's not going to affect the dye in any way. It did kind of, lighten it up a little. On me, it's definitely a lot more subtle than I think it would be on someone with lighter hair. I wish that I had lighter hair to show you what it could really look like. But I'm really pleased. I'll definitely be using it. I really like these red strands that I have going on here. There you can really see it. I really do think this is a fun product. I would like to see it in some other colors, maybe some blues or purples, just to kind of, spice things up a little bit. But I do think it's kind of fun. Other than the texture, I was really pleased. So if you're looking to try it out, or if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. As always, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at College Candy. Follow me at Caitlin Corsetti. Follow Sorority Girl CC, CC Intern, CC NYC. We do have some really exciting videos coming up soon, but please don't shy away from sending me your ideas. I'd love to hear them and hopefully cover them in a future video. I keep a lot of things stored away, and we've got tons of stuff happening, so stay tuned, and I will see you guys next week.